Hey guys, it's Josh here from the Quick Speed Shop. I'm out in my Mopar backyard junkyard slash field of dreams. I'm leaning on my 58 Plymouth. This thing's going to get built here pretty soon with custom frame rails on airbags with a patina match. And then I got a 57 over there, Savoy hardtop, that's going to be a dirt track car that I'm going to tow with the 58 two-door post car. How cool is that going to be? So we're going to build a dirt track car out of that thing first. Then we're going to build this car for the street. That's coming up next year probably. But I'm here leaning on my 69 Dodge Coronet 440, 500, I'm not sure what it is, sedan that I bought a couple of months ago off Facebook for 300 bucks. It's a 318 air conditioning car, but it had a lot of cool parts that I need for my Dodge Charger Daytona project in the garage. So I'm going to rob parts off it, but I'm like, I've got 3/4 of a 69 Dodge here. What do I do with it after I take the parts off I need for my Daytona? Do I scrap it? Do I cut it up? Do I demo derby it? All those things, the car just gets destroyed and goes away. Right now it's got my GTX nose on it that came in my car I'm building the Daytona out of, which is not worth anything. The fenders are junk. The hood's decent. It's got the GTX deck lid on it, which is junk. And then I had a thought. You know the one thing I don't have, in a whole list of things I don't have, but the one thing I don't have that everybody that grew up in the 80s needs? A General Lee. So I think we're going to turn the 69 Dodge Coronet sedan into a General Lee. That's right, you heard me. I'm already on one Mopar conversion, GTX into a Daytona. Why don't we turn a Coronet into a General Lee? It's already a Dodge, so we're one step closer. Let's take a look. Now I already know what you're going to say. You're like, wait a minute. A General Lee is a two-door Charger. And this is a four-door Coronet. None of it works. Well, that's true, right? So what I would do is unbolt the front doors, unbolt the rear doors, cut the door post out. It's a post car. Cut that out. I've got the GTX doors that go with that primer front clip that aren't quite Charger, but they're two-door B-body Mopar doors. Slap those guys on here, move the door post back, weld that back in. The car won't have any glass in it, besides the windshield, which I have. The windshield is cracked, but I can glue it back in. I'll build the car. This is going to be for fun. This is going to be something that if I could take it to like Dirt Fish, which unfortunately is on the other side of the country, but some kind of dirt track, run it around, have fun, run it around the yard, park it in the yard for Halloween. I don't know. So I'm talking about building this thing like for no dollars. Like out of junk I got, take junk and turn it into other junk and have cool junk. So I would two-door swap it. Going to have to do something with the roof line. It's got a good back window, which isn't Charger S, but cut the roof somehow, lay it down to mimic a Charger, or do I go with a big buck, which would probably be a waste of time and money, but buy Charger quarter panels, slap some Charger quarters on it, which would make it look better. But I think I could put the two-door doors on here, cut these doors up, weld them in here, make full-length quarters, shorten the back up, because Chargers are shorter in the back. I have the dimensions off my Charger quarter panels I have for my Daytona. Shorten the back of the car up. Take the rusty rails out of the Daytona project in the garage, which I'm going to throw away anyways. But they're rusty, but they're somewhat solid. This car needs rear frame rails. We can throw those rails in there, so I just save those parts. I got a 360 LA motor that runs and smokes. Perfect for this thing. I'll bolt right into the K-member. Slap it up to the tranny. So now we got a running car. We got good rear frame rails. The front of this car is really solid in the front. It needs a little bit of work at the torsion bar mount. Those aren't real expensive, like 200 bucks. Throw one of those in there. Slam the floor back together. Throw like a Mustang, 65 Mustang gas tank in the trunk. That way you don't got to fix the floor. Just use that for a floor. Two-door swap it. Build a roll bar just like the General Lee. Fix the roof. Do whatever. You know, Kubota orange at Tractor Supply Company, you can buy probably a gallon of paint and hardener for 100 bucks. Freaking do a little bit of body work, skin over the rockers, fix whatever, make it look like a Charger. I could even take the doors and cut the two reliefs in the door skins, put them in there. The only thing I don't have is I probably would have to find a Charger hood because they're longer. When I come to the front, I mean, the one thing you see, the Roadrunner GTX hood is absolutely wrong for a Charger. There's no indentations or whatever. So I'll have to find a Charger hood. If I can find a rusty hood reasonable, I can buy a cheap glass hood, anything. Put a Charger hood on it. That'll establish the grill line here. Take these rusty, these fenders are pretty much worthless. They're both been hit down the sides. They're full of filler. They're rusted on the bottom. Whatever. Establish a Charger grill out here. Just take some tubing and sheet metal. Build the front of these out to match the grill. Put flat black panels in here. No headlights. Do like a Charger-esque grill. Or find a broken grill, whatever. Throw a grill in it. Do the brush guard. Get an old Charger bumper. Buy a repop bumper. You know, basically do what the Northeast Ohio Duke guys do, or anybody that builds a Charger out of a Crown Vic. Get mismatched parts. Put it together. Make it look like the General Lee from, 5 feet away. Kind of like your ugly sister-in-law. Looks good from afar, but far from good. I mean, we're kind of complete under the hood here. We got this 318, which is kind of locked up, but we got completage for V8 action. Needs a radiator. It's got some parts here. The K-member is good. The front frame rails and stuff in this car are pretty solid. Close enough for making an off-the-road dirt track, run around the yard for fun car. It's pretty solid. Like I said, it just needs the torsion bar mount. It, throw some brakes on it. It's got the steering and all that in it. So, we're 3/4 of the way to a complete car. And how fun would that be? In the back, like I said, if you can see, the trunk is really rotted. Actually, the frame rail is coming up through the floor on this side. Trunk floor is all rotted out, but that doesn't matter. I got those other frame rails. I'm going to have my B-body jig that I build for the Daytona. Throw this guy up on the jig real fast. Slam those used rails in here. Straighten them out. Skin some kind of floor. This doesn't matter. The tail pan has been missing because the guy I got it from took the Super B, or took the Coronet tail lights to put on his Super B or whatever he was doing. Get the Charger tail panel for AMD. They're like, I don't know, I forget what they were, $300 or something. Jam that in here, just fabricate it up close, cut this deck lid down, put the Charger little wing on the back of it, cut all this off. Just make it look, this is just for fun. Let's make it make it good enough for fun. But it would be fine. It wouldn't be perfect, but heck, this is just for fun. Now I know what you're going to say. Why would you do that? You got too many projects already. Nothing's done. You're dreaming. I mean, that's true. But you got to have dreams. Everybody's got to have a dream. And I got no money in this car. By the time I take the parts off that I need, I'll owe it money. It won't, it won't owe me nothing. I paid $300 for this whole car. The rear end, the B-body 8 3/4 rear end is worth that. I mean, ultimately, I might be crazy. Well, that's probably pretty established, but look what the other YouTube guys are doing. Look at Dylan McCool. He just took a Dodge Challenger dune buggy thing that he just got, slammed it together with junk, took it to the Mopar party at Beach Bend Raceway, the Mo party or whatever it's called. Had a blast with it. Like, people are like, look at that thing. Was it nuts? Yeah. Was it super fun? Yeah. Did it get him a lot of views on the video? Absolutely. So I can't continue at the rate I'm at. This is where it comes down to, like, dollar-wise. I can't continue the rate I'm at, full restoration projects for the channel to be successful, or basically I'm going broke, right? The videos take too long to do full restorations. I like doing them, but they take too long. If I didn't have YouTube, I'd build like one car every 4 years. But I gotta do that. I can't take really the time to do a full restoration right with the videos. They start to get long in the tooth. The views start to drop, and then it costs me money to make videos on, plus buying the parts to do the full restorations the right way. Now my dad's C10 clone truck, I kind of wanted to do that because my dad's truck, so that's it. The Daytona is way, way, way more expensive than I thought it was going to be, like by a factor of like 5. So that thing's bankrupting me. The C10's bankrupting me. I got to do some cheap projects that are fun, that don't cost me a lot of money. A beater General Lee built out of junk would be super fun and not cost a lot of money. Do we jump it? That's the next question. Where's a fountain? Is there a blue fountain around? Can I jump a blue fountain? Ah, that's already been done. Dang it. But maybe we run it around a dirt track somewhere and have some fun with it. Do a little jump. Maybe I'll reinforce the frame. We'll jump it just a little bit. That would be cool. I mean, this car is pretty much worthless. 4-door Dodge Coronet doors with rust in the bottom of them, worthless. Rotted out rear quarter panels on a Coronet sedan, worthless. Coronet sedan roof, worthless. Junk front GTX fenders that are full of filler and holes and rust, worthless. Rusted out frame rails, worthless. Small block Mopar, worthless. Only thing that's worth anything is these cop car wheels in the rear end. So let's turn it into something that's worthless but fun. A General Lee. And by the way, Phoenix Graphics online, you can get the whole General Lee graphics kit for $289. The roof flag, the rear flag, the door numbers, the whole 9 yards, $289. How can you go wrong? Forget, I've got another Mopar project over here, the Corby's Collision plow truck. I want to get on this thing probably early winter-ish. Just get it going. I'd like to plow with it this winter, and if we get a hard winter, I need a plow truck. I got my other brown Dodge, 80 Dodge, but I got this black 80 Dodge. I'd like to plow with a short box automatic. It's a little easier. I bought this thing just to save it. It's not going back on the road. It's too rusty and junk to do that. But for little to no money, I can put it together, have a cool looking truck that I can use on the property, use it to plow. I might even take it behind the other truck on the trailer to a car show, take it back. These guys have a car show once a year. I want to take it and debut it over there. But, you know, this thing was going to go to the scrapyard, and at least it can be useful for another couple of years and look cool. Like you don't see 80 Dodge plow trucks, especially two of them side by side, at anybody's house anymore. Not since the last 40 years you haven't seen that. So I saved it. It's a good looking truck. You know, why not? Slam it together. The wheels make it the color, the black wheel with the wheels and stripes. That's awesome. So I just want to do some cheaper projects that I can afford to do that don't break the bank, that are fun, that look cool, they can have some fun with. The low dollar General Lee, we'll have to come up with some kind of name for that. I don't know. The Dollar General. The Dollar General, that's a good name for it. The Dollar General General Lee. The Dirt Track 57 Plymouth stock car. The bagged Patina 58 Plymouth. This is going to be more involved. This is going to be a Mustang 2 suspension. Maybe my LS53, but probably a Poly 318 just to keep it a little more old school and cheaper and easier to run. I go with the 5.3 would be nice, and then I could put overdrive in it. Then I could run it with the fuel injection there. The what do you call it? The one that everybody uses, the Holley whatever the Holley. I put the 5.3 in it. I could run the Holley system on it, make it modernized. It would actually be a really nice road tripping car. New frame rails, Mustang 2 airbags. It would actually be a really nice car. The 5.3 would probably make sense. But then you're putting a LS and a Mopar. Do you really want to do that? What does my hat say? Right there, Mopar or no car. Do I want to do that? I don't think so. I have a Poly 318 5.2. That would be the right side. If I could put dual quads on it, how cool would that be? You have dual quad. They sound great. You know, like the 350 Golden Commando and Christine. I don't know. So anyways, we got an order of magnitude here. We got step 1, Dirt Track 57 Plymouth. Almost free, cheap and easy. Step 2, 58 Plymouth Savoy Post Cruiser airbag. Step 3, the Dollar General Lee. And the black Dodge plow truck. The Mopar Field of Dreams. Am I crazy? I don't know. Write it in the comments. What do you think? I'd rather spend $8 building junk than $50,000 building high-end cars that I don't have the $50,000 to build. Unless you watch them ads. Anyways, thanks for watching. Introducing the Dollar General Lee. And these other ones. We'll see you next time at the Quick Speed Shop.